Hi budget babes, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Julia Creations here and I'm so excited. We're going to be working on a budget to pay off some debt and kind of just build a savings here. I'm so excited to jump into it. If you're new here guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I post every Wednesday and Friday different examples from real clients that give me permission to repost. We do have a live stream on TikTok Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays 8:30 p.m. Central Time, which you can volunteer to get your budget done for free. Also, all the products that we're using can be purchased at juliacreations.com, and if you want to book a private session with me to get financial help, make sure you guys click that link in the bio. So we're going to be jumping straight into it. So we have T here. T's goal is to just get better with saving, and we're going to say slash debt. She doesn't have a lot of debt, but she doesn't have a big cash surplus, so we're going to see what we can do to possibly save while getting some debt out the way and building our cash surplus. So our monthly income after tax is going to be $32.16. So now we're going to go ahead and fill in our fixed expenses versus our variable expenses. So let's get straight to it. I usually fast forward this part, but we're just going to all put it in one clip. So we got a mortgage here, which is going to be $797. Then we have a truck payment here, which is going to be $397. Then we have an electric bill, which is going to be $120. Then we have a phone bill here, which is going to be $134. Then we have Filio here, which is going to be $25. Then we have cable here, which is going to be $45. And then we also have our house gas, which is going to be $240. Then we have trash here, which is going to be $35. Then we also have our truck insurance, which is also going to be $232. And then we also have car insurance for another vehicle we have, which is going to total to $120. So those are our fixed expenses. So now we're going to go ahead and write down our variable expenses. So gas averages about $120 per month. Then groceries average about $600 per month. And our credit card minimums total to $59. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and add all this up and see how much it costs to be T for the month. So we're going to start with our $797 plus $397 plus $120 plus $134 plus $25 plus $45 plus $240 plus $35 plus $232 plus $120. Our fix right off the top total us to $21.45. So then we're going to go ahead and add up our variables. 120 plus 600 plus 59 is going to total us to $779. So $779 plus $21.45 is going to give us a expense total. An expense total of $29.24. I did not bring my napkin by me, you guys. I panicked for a second. $29.24 is our expense total. So now we're going to find our cash surplus, which is going to be the money we have left over after our bills and expenses. So how we get this number, we take $32.16 and we minus it by $29.24, which is going to be $292 that we have left over after our bills and expenses. So when it comes to our debt, we have two credit cards. We have one that's $199 and $120. So once we pay off that credit card, we will be able to put $59 back into our budget each month, which we're going to talk about in a minute. We're going to use the debt tracker to fill that in. But what I want to emphasize when we're looking at this budget, guys, always see if there's anything that you can cut. So maybe call around for phone quotes, maybe switch phone providers. Maybe switch your phone provider. Maybe cut cable and switch to streaming to save some money there as well. Maybe call around for car insurance, and maybe see if we're able to meal prep / meal plan to see if that would save some money here on groceries. Just because we want to get a savings that's built up. $292 is nice to have a cash surplus, but of course the more we have left over, the more we can save per month just to feel more comfortable. Especially if we want to potentially maybe get a month ahead in bills or whatever the case may be. It's always good to see where you can cut and expense track and see if you can make any adjustments. So now that we know we have $292 left over after our bills and expenses, we're going to go ahead and set up our debt tracker. Okay guys, so now we're gonna go in and fill in our debt payoff sheet. So we're gonna go ahead and just write our cash surplus at the top. Since it's only 2 cards, we're not gonna overdo the top. So our cash surplus according to our budget is $292, and we're gonna go ahead and just make a small credit card list. We have credit card number 1, which has a balance of $199 with a $30 minimum. And then we have credit card number 2, which has a balance of $120 with a $29 minimum. So those are the 2 credit cards that we're working to pay off here. Okay, so our cash surplus, or our 2 credit cards, those are the 2 minimums that we're working on paying off. So if you guys have multiple credit cards, you can fill in each spot here. I'm not going to do it just because we have 2 credit cards, but I want to emphasize on doing this because we want to get our credit cards out the way. That way we don't have to worry about any interest. So let's go ahead and write down the date. It's currently in April, so we're going to go ahead and make a goal for the end of April. Does April have a 31st? I think April has a 30th. Let me check real quick. Sorry, you guys. I can't remember if April has a 31st on it or... Oh, it has a 30th. Okay. Just what I didn't think it had a 30th. I thought maybe it was just a 29th. All right. So we're going to go ahead and make our goal to pay off this smaller credit card and get it out the way, and then pay off the bigger credit card balance. So starting at the end of April, we have $292 left over. So we're going to take this $292 and we're going to pay off the balance of $120. So we're going to do on this side is we're going to take $292 and we're going to minus $120. So $292 minus $120 is going to be $172. That will go in our savings for the month. And just like that, we've already paid off our credit card, so now we don't have to worry about any interest on that credit card. So now starting May here, May 31st, we're going to do the same process, but this time we're going to go ahead and add $29 back into our cash surplus, because starting May we no longer have to pay the minimum on credit card number 2, which had the balance of $120 since we paid it off. So we're going to take $292 and we're going to add $29. Our new cash surplus for the month of May is going to be $321. With $321, we're going to go ahead and pay off the balance of $199. So $321 minus $199. The balance could be smaller since we paid the minimum on there, but we still have to cover for interest. So we're going to act like we didn't pay anything. So now $122 will go in our savings. So starting, we're just going to say June here. Oopsie. So starting June, let's say 6/1, our new cash surplus, we won't have any payments to pay, and we no longer have to pay this $30 minimum. So we're going to go ahead and take $321 plus 30, and 351 would be our new cash surplus. So I know our minimum balances weren't that big, so it didn't make a big difference, but now we don't have to worry about any interest and we can prioritize saving now. So now we can go ahead at the end of each month in our savings tracking jar, we can go ahead and put $351. Now let's say we stick to our budget here. I'm just gonna put a piece of paper in between here sometimes, you guys, because it rubs off since it's laminated. If you do purchase a planner, your planner won't be laminated, only mine is laminated for example purposes here. So 351 times 12 months. Let's say we stick to our budget for another 12 months here. So 351 times 12. We'll roughly have a balance of $42.12 in our savings. So that's really nice. So she could start building our savings. If she has another financial goal here, or she wants to save more, she has to incorporate that into her budget and how she wants to set that up. So this is a really simple budget, guys, but it definitely helps if you're working on wanting to get some debt paid off and just getting a basic budget started up for yourself, especially if you're new to budgeting. So I hope this video was helpful. Make sure you guys like this video and subscribe if you haven't, and please let me know in the comments if there's any other type of videos you would like to see from me. Bye, you guys.